Even though there is an ocean of PlayStation 4 games that you can play, or might have heard of, narrowing the field to find the most interesting ones was no easy task. But here we are, and that too with the best of the best. In today's video, let's take you through the top 10 PS4 games, which are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat for hours. Let's get started right away. Number 10, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The Witcher 3 has received more positive reviews than any other role-playing game in the past few years. So now is the moment to dive into Geralt of Rivia's huge universe thanks to the new next-gen updates. Newcomers to The Witcher 3 may feel overwhelmed by the game's complexity, but there are plenty of tutorials to assist you get started, so don't fret too much over it. Story-wise, The Witcher 3 picks off where The Witcher 2 left off, with the Northern Realms under attack from an occupying force from Nilfgaard. The witch Yennefer of Vengerberg, Geralt's one-time paramour, then writes him a cryptic letter. All in all, Geralt embarks on a journey across countries to find his lost pupil Ciri and Yennefer. Beyond that, Witcher 3 has a lot more to offer than just the main story. These can range from horse races and Gwent to monster hunts and side quests, all of which offer you rewards that you can alter or redeem for weapons or during main quests. Number 9, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Now, if you want to get to know the characters better, it's best to play the first 3 games in the series first. Currently, Uncharted: The Nathan Drake Collection is available for the PS4 and PS5 in remastered form. It's possible to complete all 3 games in under 24 hours, especially on easier settings. For all intents and purposes of Uncharted 4, though, Nathan Drake's brother, Sam Drake, is the most noteworthy new addition. Especially because Nathan was certain his brother was killed on one of their adventures when they were younger. The game reveals that not even Nathan's true love, Elena, can bear to hear him talk about what he thinks happened to him. Yet Uncharted 4: A Thief's End not only provides a satisfying conclusion for Nate and Elena, but also improves upon the action-adventure formula by providing the player with more agency. In the newest release, you have more options in how you approach battle, because the environments and scenarios are more complex and with top-of-the-notch cinematography. Number 8, Dragon Age Inquisition. In this very game, pick your heroes and lead them into the fight against high dragons and demonic forces from the Fade, 2 very different types of enemies. You can also engage in close quarters heroic combat with your allies at your 6, or switch to a tactical perspective to plan and execute coordinated, devastating attacks. Not to mention, you can avail yourself the opportunity to create a unique avatar from a wide variety of available races, modify their physical attributes, and equip them with a variety of skills and abilities as the game continues. Everything from the boots of your followers to the facilities of your Inquisition stronghold can be personalized to your liking. Number 7, Celeste. The extremely okay games developed platformer Celeste has received really high marks from its players. About its plot, Madeline, the main character, is a young woman who, in the game, must overcome both the physical challenges of climbing the mystical Celeste Mountain and her own inner demons. In Celeste, you'll be able to move quickly and precisely through a chapter's worth of hard platforming mini-levels. It has been compared to games like Super Meat Boy, and the controls are praised for being both easy to pick up and challenging to master, as is typical of the genre. The chapters, and by extension the sub-levels inside them, also get increasingly challenging as new mechanisms and obstacles are introduced. Overall, the game is a really rewarding experience and will keep you hooked for hours on end. Number 6, Bloodborne. Bloodborne, developed and published by From Software, is a standout among the games that are exclusive to the PlayStation 4 platform. The game takes place in one of the most alluring environments you'll ever encounter in a video game. Bloodborne is an action role-playing game featuring elements of horror influenced by the works of Lovecraft and Bram Stoker. The game's setting is consistently gloomy and does not let up at any point, adding to the overall thrill of the game. And even though Bloodborne is very different from Software's Dark Souls series in a number of ways, it still features the same grueling challenges that result in a thrilling sense of accomplishment upon defeating the game's bosses. So each and every fight in Bloodborne's enjoyable combat feels like it matters because of the risk-reward system that's added to it. It's the kind of game that asks you to play it again and again, so you may uncover even more of its countless mysteries. Number 5. Grand Theft Auto V. The metropolis of Los Santos and the surrounding Blaine County in the fictitious state of San Andreas serves as the backdrop for Grand Theft Auto V, which is one of the OG games of all time. And although there is a storyline in Grand Theft Auto V that must be finished, the game is otherwise unrestricted. There are lots of cars to rob, stores to loot for weapons, and chaos to cause. In terms of the plot, Los Santos is a large, sunny metropolis full of self-help coaches, starlets, and C-list celebrities who were once on top of the media world but are now fighting for survival. Meanwhile, Franklin, a street-level hustler looking for serious money opportunities, Michael, a former convict whose retirement is less rosy than he had hoped it would be, and Trevor, a violent dude driven by the chance for a quick high and the next big score, all plot their own chances of survival and success amid this chaos. Number 4. Journey. With Journey, that game company sticks to its tried-and-true formula of providing players with easy gameplay and simple controls in a deep, interactive world where they can explore and feel emotions rarely seen in games. Journey, an exotic adventure with a more somber tone, showcases their original take on the genre of online adventure games. It starts with the scene where, after waking up in a foreign area, the player must explore on foot, by glider, and in the air, learning about the origins of a long-lost civilization as they go. Similarly, Journey's exciting approach to online play encourages users to explore this area alongside complete strangers who will occasionally come into their path. At the end, there is also a lesson, truly learned by those who dived into the game and lived the game along the way, and not just played it. Number 3. Divinity: Original Sin 2. While classic role-playing games like Divinity: Original Sin 2 are usually best experienced on a PC, Larian Studios' masterwork translated very well to the PlayStation 4. The fantasy world of Rebellion is rich with life, and the epic struggle between good and evil that plays out over the course of the long campaign is a delight to follow, given the excellent writing and compelling characters. It's one of the best turn-based role-playing games on the PS4, with complicated systems and a strong emphasis on strategy and tactics. For proof that expanding on a successful formula can lead to amazing outcomes, look no further than Divinity: Original Sin 2, a role-playing game that will have you hooked from the start and swallow you whole if you let it. Number 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. Developed by the same team in charge of Grand Theft Auto V and the first Red Dead Redemption, the enormous setting of 19th century America is fully realized in Red Dead Redemption 2. Players take on the role of Arthur Morgan, the head enforcer of the infamous Vanderlyn gang, and make decisions that affect Arthur's reputation throughout the game. Players can also form bonds with their horses, which serve both as pets and travel companions, enhancing their mutual experience and granting access to previously unavailable skills. Red Dead Redemption 2 is an interactive masterpiece that captures the essence of the American West and takes players on an adventure they'll never forget. Number 1. Rainbow Six Siege. No game was developed and grew more successfully than Rainbow Six Siege on the PS4 system generation, which prioritized live service multiplayer. Although it looks and plays similarly to when it first came out in 2015, Ubisoft has improved the game in practically every way since then. The initial tactical shooter featured 11 maps and 20 operators, but now there are 20 maps and 57 operators. Many of the original 11 stages have been revamped and updated to improve tactical balance. With Ubisoft's dedication to enhancing Siege at every turn, they have developed not only a thrilling multiplayer experience, but also one of the best first-person shooters of all time. So, which one of these PS4 games are you currently stuck on? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out some of the other ones that I've made. Until next time, goodbye.